Denay, the Encyclopedia of Reno Government. Sam, that's me, as an Air Force Academy graduate. I spent many years flying fighters and bombers, defending our nation against enemies inside of the border and outside of the border. And I found out that we have more enemies inside of the border, and the worst enemy in all of Reno, is not the government and the bureaucrats. The worst enemy in all of Reno is the Reno Gazette Regurgitator newspaper, which is a quasi-governmental propaganda hogwash machine. They try to say that they're a free enterprise. They're not. They are heavily supported and funded by your taxes and the government. People ask me, why do you call yourself the Encyclopedia of Reno Government? Well, maybe you people wonder too. I am the Encyclopedia of Reno Government. Nobody's ever challenged me. They just ask why I call myself that. I used to be a pilot for Pan Am, and after Pan Am was blown out of business over Lockerbie by the terrorists, I started coming to these meetings in 1994, when some of you folks out there weren't even out of high school yet. And I've been to every single meeting, minus about 4 since then. 3,275 meetings, 6,454 public testimonies, many of them on YouTube. That's why I call myself the Encyclopedia, because I watch this stuff, I see it every day, and I do it all philanthropically. Fancy word, I do it for free. I was trained at the Air Force Academy. The government paid for my education, paid me a few bucks, and I owe it to the world and the country and the city to come down here and keep monitoring and working out on the oath that I took when I graduated. At any rate, a few people said some nice things to you guys. I'm not here to say anything nice, but I'm not taking giving you any discredit, because you didn't have a chance to start with a thing that calls himself the Reno Gazette Regurgitator running around amok. You guys didn't have a chance. You could make any decision you wanted and get away with it. There was only one voice challenging you, and that was, guess who? Sam Denay. Sam Denay challenged you. You did a few things right, don't get me wrong, but I challenged you and your cohorts and your predecessors more times than all the citizens in Reno added together. I've even had the police come up here and tell me that I'm talking too loud. Am I talking too loud? Well, I am vehement. I have to say that. This name right here is the most feared name in all of Reno, maybe all of America. The Reno Gazette Regurgitator, and you can do this when you see that name. The Reno Gazette Regurgitator sees this name and they have fits. Their pants get dirty. I looked in the dictionary to come up with some adjectives that I close out for the Reno Gazette, and there weren't enough adjectives in there, so I'll just name a few of them. The Reno Gazette Regurgitator is corrupt, mendacious, perverted, deceptive, rotten, evil, wicked, sleazy, slimy. Oh, and they also are liars. The Reno Gazette is not a free enterprise newspaper. It's a quasi-governmental funded propaganda machine that is afraid and scared to death of that name, the next man for Reno mayor. 25,000 votes in his... He's already had 25,000 votes against the mighty Bob Cashel last time as the challenger, and never a word in the Reno Gazette. Thank you for the extra 10 seconds.